can't I just talk to a real person?
Base, Lieutenant Daniels.
Hello. Yes, hello. This is Diana Pierce calling, and...
How may I direct your call?
Yes, I would like to speak to someone in staffing or HR.
Military or civilian?
Civilian. Yes, it's about my son Kyle Pierce. He started working for you last week at your base or secret facility. Well, I just have some questions about his work environment.
I'm afraid that's classified information, ma'am.
Well, I don't know why that's classified. He's an employee of the U.S. government.
Has he told you what he does at work?
No, he hasn't told me what he does at work. He's not allowed to do that. But I have some questions about his work situation, as Kyle has some special requirements.
We're not at liberty to discuss that with anyone, ma'am.
Well, I'm his mother, and I would like to discuss with your HR department what is being done to help Kyle adjust, to help him meet people and make friends. He's quite introverted and requires some support making meaningful connections.
We're not in the business of making friends, ma'am.
Well, Lieutenant Daniels, perhaps there's someone else I could talk to there, like a general, perhaps? I'm sure someone else at that base of yours would be willing to help Kyle, one of your top employees.
We have many top employees here, ma'am.
He graduated second in his class at Stanford and was highly recruited by many companies, so if that doesn't make Kyle one of your top employees, then I don't know what...
Has your son won a Nobel Prize?
No, he hasn't won a Nobel Prize. Just put me through to the general and tell him it's Diana Pierce calling and I want to talk... Hello? Hello? Oh, can you believe that?
Namaste, and welcome to the show, all ye confused spiritual seekers of all beliefs and practices. Now, it's only been 100 years or so since the ancient religions and spirituality of the East began to migrate to the other regions of the world in full force. The 20th century heralded in a new age of spirituality where Buddhism and yogic philosophies gave the rest of the world access to the teachings of yogis, lamas, and rinpoches, instead of just preachers, pastors, and priests. Now, it didn't happen overnight, but by the end of the 20th century, a yoga mat and meditation cushion were widely understood spiritual tools in Euro-American mainstream culture. And now, as we deepen into the 21st century, we got ourselves a spiritual explosion, involving teachers, lineages, and modalities all blended together in a cosmic smoothie machine where yoga, meditation, chakras, mindfulness, energy work, past lives, dolphins, star beings, spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, starseed, shamanism, and more all get poured into our travel cups every day at the spiritual food court of the gods. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are working overtime to bring you the wisdom of the ages, and you, the 21st century spiritual seeker, like myself, may be a little confused with all the choices. And I assume you're a spiritual seeker if you're watching this show, unless you're my family, in which case, yes, Mom, Jesus is on the list too, or Christ consciousness, as all the cool kids are saying these days. And are we aiming for heaven, enlightenment, awakening, or ascension? And what the hell is the difference? They say the starseeds have arrived, and maybe they know the answer, but until all the drugs they took at Burning Man wear off, and they get off Instagram and start talking to the rest of us, we may never know what the starseeds actually have to say. Want to experience God? Like as in right now, without having to wait for salvation or do something that involves actual work? Well, ayahuasca or DMT can help with that. Want to get all trippy in the astral plane or some other freaky place like that? Your animal spirit guide or a visit to your local shaman might be the way to go. Want to be super bored and wear the same clothes every day? Then Zen might be the thing for you. Want to get laid and pray at the same time in a way that doesn't involve a Catholic confessional booth? Then maybe Buddhist or Taoist Tantra is the thing you're looking for. And then there's dolphins, who many claim are very evolved spiritual beings who live in tropical places, surf all day, and eat fresh fish, which certainly beats a 10-day Vipassana retreat for overall fun. And who knows, maybe dolphins are also masters of tantric sex. Yes, determining your optimum spiritual path can be confusing, but if you are confused, you can always just go ask for guidance from your higher self, which is you, but higher. Or you can just get really high and talk to yourself, unless you take DMT, and then you won't have any self to talk to. And then we have our star families and galactic being friends, who for the last couple thousand years were quite detached and distant, but who have shown up with a vengeance in the last decades. Like your newly divorced brother who suddenly wants to be your best friend and know the names of all your kids. The Pleiadians, Arcturians, Sirians, Lerans, Zetas, and many more are now in the mix, finally letting us know the most of what we thought we knew is complete bullshit. So there we go, Earthlings. The age of ascension is upon us, as the weight of collective timelines collapse upon themselves and our planet migrates into a galactic zone of higher frequency, resulting in solar energy activation that will upgrade our DNA. That's all. Sounds pretty easy, I figure, and if the dolphins can figure it out, maybe we can too. Especially if we follow the wisdom of that great 21st century guru, Napoleon Dynamite, who said, "Just follow your heart. That's what I do." Oh, hey, starseeds and indigos too. Kommander Kaos and Gary are here for you. So activate your chakras and your DNA, 'cause the Cosmic Kids Clubhouse is your place to play. Hey kids, it's your pal, Kommander Kaos here, bidding all you Indigo Starseed kids watching, Adonai, and reminding you to tune into my show, streaming every morning at 4 to 4 a.m. on my YouTube channel, which is the perfect time to take to stop meditating, pour yourself a bowl of delicious Chaos Crunchy cereal, join all your Junior Commander friends in my Cosmic Kids Clubhouse. Now remember, Starseeds, my Chaos Crunchy cereal is designed to maximize your light frequency and activate the higher octaves of your DNA. And it also comes in lots of great flavors like spirulina and organite. But I do hear from some of you high frequency starseeds that you're having a hard time eating anything, even a nutritious bowl of Chaos Crunchies. You say that physical food intake in general is not appealing. Your parents are worried and they're sending you to therapists who want to put you on meds because they think you're crazy. Now you gotta remember, starseeds, your parents love you and they want you to be healthy. But they're also social programming pawns of the deep state that's keeping your DNA inert with Monsanto GMO ramen noodle Pop-Tarts and cans of beefaroni. They don't want humans to know that you can simply absorb the love light source energy of the universe right through your chakras, just like billions of species throughout the galaxy are doing every day. Prana, chi, life force, it's all the same thing, kids, and it's surrounding us and part of our essential structure, a lot more than a microwave pizza pocket is. So if you're a young starseed who's tired of getting your life force energy from bad food, Kommander Kaos is here to help. You just send me 5 box tops from Chaos Crunchy cereal, along with 1 gram pure gold, and I'll send you your very own Kommander Kaos Light Frequency Absorption Transformation Kit. And you can start transforming your DNA to light absorption mode. It's that easy. And when you're done, you'll never have to eat deep state cheese macaroni again. You also won't have to sleep anymore, because you just don't for some reason. And your hair and your fingernails, they'll grow a lot faster. And if you're able to run 30 miles an hour and you got x-ray vision, you just don't mention my name when the men in suits show up at your school and start asking questions. That's 5 box tops from Chaos Crunchy cereal, 1 gram of pure gold, and your old DNA will be a thing of the past. That's all for now, Starseeds. Don't forget to tune in to the Kommander Kaos Cosmic Kids Clubhouse show every morning at 4 to 4 a.m. on my YouTube channel. You tell your friends and y'all make the move to 5K. Kommander Kaos, over and out. Okay, in the neighborhood, where we're talking about non-human beings that also live amongst us. Ruth is here, energy healer, channeler, and we're talking about soil beings. You've told me about soil beings when you're out in your garden. Ruth's an amazing gardener, by the way. And that there's these entities called soil beings that are there being helpful.
Yeah, we have, all around different energies that are influencing our lives in ways we don't always understand. And one of these energies, I just call them soil beings. Other people might have different names for them, but they might be hanging out with you in the garden.
Okay, so how would I know they're in my garden? Like, I have a little garden patch. I grow some kale and some lettuce, but I don't go out there and go, whoa, man, soil beings are out there. Whoa. How would I even know?
I think it has to do with how you're feeling. So the way I really realized that I was hanging out with soil beings was whenever I was in my garden, I was just having a lot of fun. Like, it just felt like, it felt like a party. It felt like I was having a good time. And then when I was with another healer in the garden and I started to see these kind of bouncy pillars of light, it was that feeling. It was that feeling like I was joyful and I was hanging out with other joyful beings.
So how do you know they're there? Like, you see them? You actually see light, or you feel it, or they're there? Like, are they everywhere? Are they in all the garden? Are they in the grass? Are they out in the trees in the forest? Or are they just like garden beings?
For me, it's a specific feeling when I'm in the garden. So when you ask, how do you know you're with them? I would say it's like a feeling. It's like information I'm getting in my mind. It really has to do with over a length of time, kind of having a relationship with them and getting a sense for what it's like to be with them. And, just to note, they live under the top layer of the soil. So they're a really helpful location for gardening. That's where roots are. That's where roots are getting their nutrition for your plants. And if there's some little beings that could help there, why not?
Okay, can we assume that they're there, or like, do you have to call them in? Like, the gardening store does not have an aisle where you can go and get a little case of like soil beings. Like, you can get worms, you let them go in your garden, but you can't get soil beings, or can you? Can you call them in? Is there something I could do to have more soil beings hanging out?
It's such a great idea. Yeah, I think everyone should call them in, especially if you're noticing like your kale's not as vibrant as it could be, or you want your carrots to be bigger. Why not call in some soil beings to help? I think over ancient times, lots of cultures knew how to do that. Or if you suddenly hear in your mind, oh, I just feel like it needs more fertilizer, maybe that's the soil beings giving you a suggestion.
Okay, there we go, friends. In the neighborhood, we have soil beings. We can call on them. They'll help the garden grow.
And they'll make it more fun.
And they'll make it more fun. It's all about your energy and how you interact with it. In the neighborhood, there are soil beings. Thanks, Ruth. That's the show. Thanks for watching Ascension this week. Stay tuned for more episodes. Keep on ascending, everybody. And remember, don't take all this stuff too seriously.